I need to diet. Okay, my chair just broke. You'll never see me happier than in the fall and winter. Well, hello, I'm Erica. I am on. Listen, I'm going to the bookstore and you can't stop me. So you're coming with me. Straight off the bat, we are getting into it. I haven't been to the bookstore in like a month and a half or so. The last time you guys saw me, I think it was like a month or so. The last time you guys saw me go to the bookstore was the last time I was at the bookstore. And it was when I bought the rest of the ACOTAR series, and then I've just been like sticking to Kindle and stuff because we know how I feel about my physical book collection. I'm very picky about it, and I've just been filling it with 5-star reads for my Kindle. But the store is having a romance day where they have a bunch of new romance novels, and they have $12 blind date with a book, and it comes with like a sticker and a bookmark, and that's pretty cheap for a blind date with a book, honestly. Usually it's like 20 bucks. So I want to go there and just like get a book and relax. Let's get into it. Today is gonna be cozy, babes. It's because I've had a very long week. I have been working a lot with my trailer, and it's fantastic because I've been having pop-ups and a lot of people are interested in booking me for the fall and for the winter, so it's been awesome. It's just been super overwhelming in the best way possible because that was a huge hawk. Oh my god, I hope I caught that in one of these windows. It's good that I'm getting booked and stuff for weekends in September and October. I think I only have like a few weekends left, but all good things, all good things. Also been dealing with some not so good stuff in my personal life that I just won't go into, but it's a lot of reevaluating things and looking at where I'm stretching myself too thin. And I don't want to get into it too much. It's just me sort of realizing that I do significantly more for some people than they would ever do for me. And so I need to stop doing that because it has reached a point that it has become detrimental to my mental health. And I'm like, fine, I'm okay. I just the other day and was just upset over that realization of like, oh, this is very one-sided. And it's not a boy, okay? Not about a boy. So don't even try to go there. There's more things in women's life than a man. But I digress. But it's just sort of that realization, and it's sad, and you feel stupid, but at the end of the day, it's a good thing that I realized it, and now I'm just prioritizing myself and my business, and prioritizing especially where my energy goes. It's Mercury retrograde, guys. My life got crazy when Mercury retrograde started this month, but it's also had a lot of positives, especially with my new business. Like just being out today at the farmer's market. I didn't film at the farmer's market because it was like my first time being there. It's a farmer's market that usually only happens like once a month. I just didn't vlog there because I was like, I want to get a feel for the farmer's market. I'm like the new vendor that nobody knows, so you know, you got to think about stuff like that. So I was like, I just won't vlog, I'll just focus on the business, and I did well. And I had a lot of great, really nice customers. Everybody was wonderful, and I had like, I don't think I had any like Karens. No, I didn't. Yeah, it was really good. Everybody there was super nice, all the vendors. I talked to most of the vendors and they were all super nice. And then just in passing, had a few people say that they want to book me for events. So all good things. With the bad comes the good. So I've just really been focusing on that, really, and just like, I go home and meditate every day now, at least for 10 minutes. Like before bed, I've started meditating. Also dealing with the negative stress that I was dealing with. I hadn't slept well for 2 nights. I was doing horribly. And so I really had to sit there and go, okay, X, Y, and Z is costing you energy that it shouldn't be costing you. And actually a couple people in my life helped me realize this. One of them being my dad, just talking to him about the entire situation. And my dad and one other friend of mine basically said the same sentiment, which is saying no to somebody doesn't mean you care about them any less. It just means that you also care about yourself. And so you need to say no for your own sake. And my dad used a really good analogy, which is on an airplane, you put the mask on yourself first. You're trying to put everybody else's masks on first and you're suffocating. And that was a really good point. So once I realized that and I sort of just got everything sorted in that situation, I was like, okay, I need to sleep. So I got some really great sleep that night, and I got some really great sleep last night, and I had a really great day at the farmer's market. And when you prioritize yourself and your mental health and your own goals, which you're allowed to do, good things happen. So now I'm going to the bookstore to get myself a little book because I'm about to finish one on Audible, like within like the next hour. And then I want to read this one tonight and have a cozy little night. I'm getting back into coloring books. So I actually have a coloring book arriving tomorrow. It's like that cozy autumn girl coloring book where it's like a picture of matcha and like a pumpkin spice candle and just like cute little like that. I love it.
Let's go.
Oh my God, I see at the bookstore. I'm so excited. Let's go get our mystery book. We're gonna go home. It's gonna be vibes. It's summer, it's hot out. Why do you have a blanket on? Because the air conditioning is
correct
for the weather. But I am always just a little bit cold, you know? Shall we? And then where is the little, haha. They always give you a bookmark where I go. So to start off with, each one came with a sticker and a bookmark. Love this one. It says, support your local independent bookstore, which I highly believe in. And then I liked this sticker too, so I'm glad that it was on this one. And it is Seek Magic Every Day. But the cover says that this is a thriller, psychological, captivating in every sense of the word, academic obsession, Renaissance magic, and one ruthless pursuit of power, moody and suspenseful. Okay, so it looks like already from the back, it doesn't look like any of the covers I have. That's always my fear when I get a blind date with a book, is that I'm gonna own it already and it's like, well, I can't take it back. So let's see what it is. Ooh! So it's called The Cloisters. This looks so pretty. It's like very iridescent. I love it. When Anne Stillwell arrives in New York City, she expects to spend her summer working as a curatorial associate to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Instead, she finds herself assigned to The Cloisters, a medieval art museum and garden where she meets a group of enigmatic researchers studying the history of tarot. This was a perfect pick. I'm so glad I went with this one. Are you kidding me? Desperate to escape her painful past, Anne is happy to indulge the researchers' more outlandish theories about ancient deviation, as she should. But what begins as academic curiosity quickly turns into obsession when Anne discovers a hidden deck of 15th century tarot cards. Wow, that might hold the key to predicting the future. When the dangerous game of power, seduction, and ambition turns deadly, Anne becomes locked in a race for answers and ultimately must decide if the tarot cards can teach her not only about the past but also about her future. I'm so excited to start this. Am I going to start it right this second? No. This week? Yes. Alright, let me mark the prologue. Perfect. Oh my god, this is so cute. Oh hey, what a cutesy, demure, little classy, funny story. I got exhausted yesterday. Hairs in my mouth. I got exhausted yesterday. So after I opened that book, I honestly just like binged Gilmore Girls. And I did do one little craft, which is that bad boy right there. How cute. And then all day today I've just been cleaning. Like, my room is so clean. Except for that, I have to do laundry, but that's neither here nor there. I'm waiting for the rest of my laundry to get done. Also, I'm so glad that they started making miniature versions of these, because usually it's a massive coffee candle and I'm like, I'm never gonna get through that, but this one smells just like pumpkin spice. It's so cute. I think I'm gonna light it later. But all of my machines are going right now. So like my washing machine's going, my dishwasher's going. So it's a perfect little time to take a small break from just deep cleaning my house like I have been all day and go read in the garden a little bit. And I want to show you guys the garden too, because I want to show you guys the pumpkins because they're insane. So yeah, let's go do that. There's a rabbit. He left. He's been scaring the out of me, which brings me to the pumpkins. So these are some of the pumpkins, obviously. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people know how pumpkins work, but if you don't, they start out as these great big flowers that shrink up into this. Now, if they have not been pollinated, they will not form the bulb that becomes the pumpkin. So this is very early stage pumpkin. One, we have two, I know they look like watermelon, they are pumpkins, and this is the proof because this one's starting to turn orange. We have three, and then I think I have one other one. Oh all the way back there somewhere. But these leaves are huge. Like, they're very, very big. And then actually ran into kind of a funny conundrum, which is we thought that we planted watermelons in our garden here, which is just... Whew. Oh, it's a frog. Okay. Something jumped on my foot. I didn't know what happened. But we're accidentally growing pumpkins upside down. Ooh, we have our bell peppers coming in. Fun, fun. But here's a little baby one that just started. And then because they're hanging so much, we didn't want them to like rip down. So we have them secured in like little makeshift like cages and bags. But hi there, butterfly. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Biggest bee in the world just showed up to the party. I have a squirrel that's just absolutely mean mugging me. I don't think it likes me being out here. Tough shit, Mr. Squirrel. Okay. I need to diet. Okay, my chair just broke. Are you the backrest? You never tell with these chairs. Also, I recognize that this chair is like the ugliest chair, like pattern wise, but it's super comfy and it was super cheap. So knock on wood, the bees haven't been too bad today because it's kind of overcast and not that sunny, and there's a nice breeze. So all right, I'm on literally page 29 of this book and I just keep like setting it down. So I want to get to hopefully like page 75 or at least page 100 because I need to get into this book. I need to finish this series. Penn Badgley has been posting about him filming in New York for the next season, and even though the books don't correlate, I'm like, I need to finish this book before the 5th season comes out. Oh yeah, so acorns fall from our tree. The squirrels will jump from tree to tree and just absolutely rock you with an acorn sometimes. Also, if you see hair sticking out on the side of my head throughout this entire video, it's the humidity. Don't even play with me. I've done what I can. The show, he obviously like goes to a university and is a, spoiler alert for season 4 of You, he goes to a university, he's a teacher in like England, and he starts hanging out with a bunch of rich, like posh people, and it's a whole thing. But, I don't know why I'm holding the book light, but in this book, spoiler alert again, he actually goes to Boston and is on this like literary sort of scholarship with this famous writer, and so he's around a bunch of posh people that way, but he is still in fact in the United States. I like kind of like the direction that the show takes, even though the book is more realistic of like how a psychopath could operate so naturally in society. The show definitely takes it to like that next level of, oh okay, this is ridiculous, but it is a show. I'm conflicted. I love both just for different reasons, you know? Anyways. Also, can we talk about that I'm just in my element right now, really quick, before I get back into reading? Maybe this is why I'm not through the book. Maybe because I can't shut the up. But I am so in my element, sitting next to pumpkins, reading a thriller. There was a rabbit. The weather's nice. I'm in shade. This is lovely. There is nothing better than Earl Grey with honey as far as tea goes. You can't convince me otherwise. So fun fact, I just drew for about 2 hours. I got a few pictures done. I completely lost track of time. I think I'm gonna watch a little Twilight as I do while my TV's bright. Holy shit. First of all, I have therapy tomorrow. Which is just in time. I bought Twilight Eclipse on Prime because I want to be able to watch it whenever I want. It's definitely my favorite Twilight movie. Comfort movie for sure. The first one obviously is so good. And I'm not sick. I just like tea with honey. It's very calming for me. It's decaffeinated. Earl Grey, by the way, that's very important for a lot of people out there who does have caffeine affect them. I don't have caffeine affect me because of my ADD, but I drink the decaffeinated just because it doesn't affect me mentally and it doesn't affect like my function or like if I feel awake or not. It doesn't mean it doesn't affect my body, so I didn't want to have heart palpitations going to bed. I love Bella and Edward. I'm so sorry. I started watching it. It's like when they're in the meadow and he's like, marry me, and she's like, change me. And they talk about what marriage means to them. I've always liked that scene. I've always just liked that open communication that they had in that scene. I'm also ready for this heat to be done. I am gonna do better mentally once there's a crisp fall breeze in the air. Nothing above 75 throughout the entire day. That's when I thrive. You'll never see me happier than in the fall and winter. I have reverse seasonal depression. I really do. But the good news is that it's the end of August, so hopefully that's the last hot weekend. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself and you have an excellent week and weekend. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Also, Alice's hair was the best in Eclipse. I said what I said. No, actually take it back. Breaking Down Part 1. Okay, I'm done.